Sam Barber, it's been a while since we've talked, and there's been a lot going on in Air Force Wrestling. Just kind of catch us up to date, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's a lot. I think the last time we talked was, last spring. But we had a great summer training, cycle. We had a great RTC camp in the summer, a lot of interaction, a lot of training down at the Olympic Training Center. So just our guys' reaction from the season last year has been outstanding. They've come back, and obviously they want to see the program be in a different place. Us as coaches as well, reevaluated some things, and I think the response has been great. But it's easy to have a good response, a lot harder on the follow through, and the follow through's been there. So that part's been awesome, and it's been there from last spring all the way till this morning at 7:00 this morning at practice. So a lot of good hard work's been put in, and excited that we're finally kicking off the season this weekend.
But you also had some good fortune, I guess, in international competition.
Yeah, U23s were a couple weeks ago, the World Team Trials, and it was a good weekend. We took 2 athletes there, and Isaac Jimenez beats a national ranked guy, another pretty tough kid, and he gets in the finals and gets to wrestle a world silver medalist, and he competes well. And then Alex Mossing, does an outstanding job, loses to that guy in the spring at the World Team Trials, and turns it around and sweeps him in 2 matches to make, have our first ever World Team member, and on his way to Poland here in 3 weeks. So big deal for our program. Again, teams that put guys on World Teams this year were teams like Oklahoma State, Penn State, University of Minnesota, and now Air Force is in that discussion as well.
Does that give you some momentum? I know it's a totally different venture, but does it give you some momentum kind of as a team?
I think it shows our guys and people looking at our program that Air Force Wrestling at the United States Air Force Academy, you can compete at the highest level, and that there's no higher honor, even past the NCAAs, than representing your country wrestling the World Championships. So I think that part, we have a lot going on here. We're committed to excellence in everything we do, and that's academics, that's leadership, and our guys are going to go on and do some different things when they graduate, as being lethal combat warriors for the Air Force. But we can compete at the highest level in wrestling. So putting a guy on the world team, I think, shows the guys in our team, shows people that are looking at our program potentially to be part of it in the future, that you can compete at the highest level here.
Before we get to this weekend, let's talk in a couple of weeks. Great event happening out in San Diego, and I guess tickets are on sale.
Yeah, tickets are on sale for Battle on the Midway. It's going to be an unbelievable event, small venue. I think we're looking right around 1,500 fans, and we want to sell that thing out. So I think we're on track to do that. So I'd tell you today, if you're thinking about going to that thing, I would get some tickets, because I think they're going to go fast the next 2 weeks. We're going to do a few things with the folks at Left Coast Wrestling to try and promote and get that thing going a little bit more, but unbelievable event. If you haven't heard about it yet, we're going to be wrestling on the deck of the Midway Tuesday, November 21st, 7:00 p.m. Wrestling match. We're going to have some guys fast roping in out of a helicopter. We're going to have some T-38s flying by, and it's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah, it sounds like a great event. Now, back to this weekend, Cowboy Open. What are you expecting? What do you want to see from your team?
Just want to go see guys go out and compete hard, and again, we've shifted our wrestle-off procedure to kind of have the Cowboy Open set the ladder. We want to see how guys do compete against other people. Anybody, you can figure out how to wrestle a guy in your room, but we want to go see where we're at against the nation. And it's going to be, it's always a competitive tournament. There's always some gritty, blue-collar, hard-working teams at that thing. Primarily 2 Big 12 teams in Northern Colorado and University of Wyoming are going to be fully represented. So we kind of want to see where we're at, and we want guys to get out there and compete and try and put their best results on the mat against other teams, against other opponents. But process-oriented, results-driven, and looking forward to seeing where we're at, and I'm really excited also for our young guys, our freshmen, so they can get their first taste of college wrestling.
That's awesome, Sam. Good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it. Thanks.